Hello everybody, welcome back to another edition of Ellie's Place. Today I wanted to discuss the elections and how they're being hijacked. So a lot of my subscribers are really pissed off and feeling despair about what's going on, and it's hard not to. It's a situation where we're being attacked from all sides, okay? You have, to start with, Bill C-76, which is set basically to help Trudeau, because all of his out-of-country voters can vote online, and all they need is a voting card that would be sent to them from Elections Canada. I mean, Elections Canada is as crooked as a $3 bill, okay? And so we know they're probably going to be sending out millions of fucking numbers to people in the Middle East. I mean, it wouldn't be hard to do. And Bill C-76 is against all parties except for the Liberals, okay? And you can see by the way it's written, and specifically that they're giving the commissioner the ability to change rules during the election, which to me is a no-no. Once the election starts, there's no rule changes, no bullshit. And, you know, if you read the bill over, it doesn't seem as bad as what it really is. You really almost have to read between the lines or have a lawyer read it and then explain things to you. It's set up to look innocent, but there's nothing innocent about it. And if you really read it, you'll find out just how crooked it really is, okay? People can basically walk in with a fucking Walmart receipt now and claim that as identification. I know not literally, but you may as well be. I mean, look at what they're allowing for fucking identification, for crying out loud. Anyone can get that stuff. I can go get the name Sally Hansen and you know, and vote with that. Fucking, it's stupid. It's stupid. I could phone Elections Canada right now and say I'm Pam Pumpernickel and I want a fucking elections card sent out, and they'll send one here in a few days, okay? So you don't even really need to prove where you live to vote. Like, this is not how our elections are supposed to go. People from Canada vote who gets in Canada as a leader, okay? It's not about illegals and non-citizens and people from other countries voting in our fucking elections. This is getting stupid. And then we gotta squash Bill C-76. They just passed it. I'm putting the link down below, and I'm gonna pin it to the friggin' comments right as soon as this video is loaded. Before anyone comments, I'm gonna pin it to the top, and I want you guys to go to that link and read that fucking shit. Okay, it's it'll piss you off. Okay, you think everything else is pissing you off. It will piss you off. And another way they're attacking us is on social media. Okay, they have mostly liberal-owned social media owners who are targeting anyone conservative or anyone who has a voice other than liberal. If you look at what Mark Zuckerberg has done, if you look at what Jack Dorsey has done over at Twitter, and their stock is plummeting. And you can see why, because they're as crooked as a fucking, you know, day is long, right? And so what we have to do is we have to attack back. We have to be smarter than them. What I want you to do first is watch this video from, I think it was CTV or CBC, one of those two douchebags. I'm pretty sure it was CTV. Anyway, watch this video and I'll get right back with you.
New poll out this morning says more than 60% of Canadians say Facebook will have a negative or somewhat negative effect on the next federal election. That is according to a survey conducted by Nanos Research for the Globe and Mail. With more, I want to bring in Nick Nanos. Hi there, Nick.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. What more did Canadians have to say about this?
You know, it's interesting. We're heading into a federal election in 2019. Social media has played a major role in most elections, and in some elections, it's been very controversial in the United States and Germany and the United Kingdom. So, you know, this poll that we did with the Globe and Mail asked Canadians what type of impact that they thought Facebook would have. And as you said, 6 out of every 10 thought that it would be a negative or somewhat negative impact. The other thing that we asked was, what type of job do you think Facebook does at monitoring itself, its social media ecosystem from a political perspective? And 7 out of every 10 said that Facebook does a very poor job. So the kicker here, and the number that really surprised me, was that even younger Canadians, those social media savvy, politically engaged Canadians, still give Facebook a thumbs down in terms of potential negative impact on the election and how it performs in monitoring its social media ecosystem.
Interesting. So now what? What does that mean then for the election campaign?
Well, for the election campaign, I think for a lot of Canadians, they're expecting a lot of confusion and perhaps, what I'll say, a lot of negativity on Facebook. It also means that, what we've seen in elections in other places where we've seen fake news, false statements, people trying to manipulate and game and influence voters, and also foreign countries and foreign actors trying to disrupt elections, that I think for a lot of Canadians, they think that that's going to happen here. This should be a big wake-up call for Facebook, that there's an expectation that they monitor their ecosystem to a certain extent, and it probably explains why the government and the opposition parties are all focused on what the impact of social media might be, because everyone wants Canadians to make an informed decision. Anything that undermines that is not good for democracy.
Okay, Nick Nanos, thanks so much. Great to see you as always.
Okay, so you can clearly see by that at least they're showing some truth, and in the fact that 7 out of 10 people or 8 out of 10 people think social media is not doing a good job, and will be a problem with our elections. Okay, you can't censor one voice and allow another voice. Okay, that's bias, and Zuckerberg's got to be the worst. Facebook has always been the worst, and they will always continue to be the worst until we leave there and just people start canceling their accounts and say fuck Facebook, and then maybe when they're down to 5 or 10 users, they'll figure out where they went wrong, right? The social media has a big impact on our elections, specifically when voices are silenced and others are allowed. It's very biased, okay? And they can do that without even looking like they're doing it, and that's what pisses me off. YouTube has been okay. They've been censoring and stuff, but a lot of us that are conservative-minded or what any other voices other than liberals are not being yanked off yet, okay? I haven't seen any pages that have been yanked yet. It may happen, like they claim to have an algorithm hunting us down. So we have to watch out for that. But in essence, social media has decided elections. I mean, it very much did with Trump. Trump won because of the internet access that he had. He was denied a lot of the same things that the PPC are being denied, other than debates, because they were hoping to make him look like an idiot, and he walked all over them. So, but truthfully, his internet following is what got him elected, and his internet following was what woke Americans up. And I'm really hoping we can do that here in Canada, okay? It's very much something we have to take hold of ourselves. We can't wait for some magic savior to come and change things and make things better. It's not going to happen. We have to take control. We have to be moderators and watchers and expose things. If we don't, we're not going to have much of an election. Trudeau's just going to get another victory because he's going to have all his little douchebags over in the Middle East voting for him. So, that in itself is scary, okay? And now they're attacking debates. Like Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson pretty much mopped the floor with the Burnaby debate, the first one she was at, and then the Postal Union wouldn't allow her to be in their climate change debate. I guess because gender has so much to do with climate change. They're afraid of her, okay? Because she's a common sense voice, and she's a Christian voice, and that's, they're afraid of that. They are all pushing satanic basically satanic platforms. They want to be able to transgender children, and they want to be able to push this gender fluid bullshit, the gender pronoun agenda and the gender agenda. And it's like, we cannot have political parties running on social constructs. And that's why the PPC doesn't want any social issues to be part of their platform, simply because it's none of their business. It's not like they're going to get in and stop gay marriage or anything like that. So that's what they're trying to say. We don't want social issues to be on our platform, and I agree with that. So, and now what they're probably going to do is start doing what they did to Faith Goldie, and they're going to start denying people to buy airtime on TV or radio. But basic same reasons as Faith. They're going to call them, racists and white supremacists and all this other crap, simply because we want closed borders and we want vetted migrants. Okay, so it's just one big continuous pile of shit that we basically are stuck trying to deal with, and our elections are being hijacked. So we have to find a way around this, or we're doomed. They're just going to get whoever they want in again, just like they did last election, right? We also have to watch out for the voting machines. Now, I've said myself, I looked it up. The voting machines are illegal in federal elections, but they used them here in 2015. They take your vote and they put it in the machine, okay? And all it says is vote number 76 or vote number 150 or whatever. It doesn't say who you voted for. It doesn't say anything. So you don't know if it changed the vote when it went in there, okay? It very well probably does. So I will be bringing my camera when I go to vote, and I'm going to film if they're using those machines or not, because that's illegal, and I'll bust their asses, okay? And I will phone the police. I will phone Elections Canada. I will phone whoever I can, the MPs or the MPPs in the area, to say, look, this is not allowed in a federal election, yet why are we using them? They used them here in 2015, and they use them in all the municipal elections and the provincial elections, which is legal, which shouldn't be legal. That's how Doug Ford got in, okay? So basically, no. We have so many things attacking our election system that's what they're counting on, that we're not going to be able to plug our fingers in enough holes in the dike to stop the running, okay? And we have to find ways around that. We have to be more vigilant and expose everything that's going on. I'm one small channel. I have 1,500 plus people, okay? We need channels with 50,000 people or 100,000 people to start showing. I mean, I know Amazing Polly does. She's been very active politically and stuff with Canada's elections and stuff, and I admire that, and I thank you, Polly, for that. There's been other people also. Joe Hayes, I think, is another one who's been pretty political. Okay, we need more Canadian YouTubers to get political. And actually, even a Canadian Eagle has got more political structure. That's what we need right now. This is the election run. October is apparently the election. I thought it was November. It's October. Oh, silly me. And we don't have much time. When you look at it, we have the summer, spring and summer, and that's it, and then it's over. And then we're back to finding out who we're going to be running this country. And I'm hoping it'll be Max Bernier, okay? I don't see any other candidate that's even viable. And you might disagree. That's your right to disagree. We'll have to agree to disagree. It's one of those. So, no, folks, we have very little time, okay? I tried waking people up. I tried doing all these different things that I felt were important to gain momentum in this election. Trying to get people who don't vote to vote. I mean, that's hard in itself. Unless their lives have been affected by things that are going on, then they're more likely to get up and vote. But who will they vote for? And that's another thing we have to worry about. People wasting votes on douchebags like the NDP and Green Party and this National Citizens Alliance or whatever. I mean, those are all wasted votes because those parties will never be in power, okay? So we need to worry that the same two assholes that have been running our country back and forth for the last, 50 to 60 years have been conservatives and liberals, and we got to get out of that swing because they're both globalist parties, and so are all the rest except for Bernier, that I can tell is the only non-globalist, and there's even people who disagree with that, and that's fine if you want to disagree with that, but I'm telling you right now, he's not a globalist. And I don't care what he used to do with politics or what parties he used to be in with politics. That was then and this is now. He's running on the platform that he has now. It's the same platform he ran when he ran for the conservative leadership, and he almost won that, okay? Actually, I still think it was a controlled election because Scheer won by so few votes, and they didn't even want to do a recount, right? So anyway, he's running on the same platform, and although some parts of that platform I'm not fond of, I don't think there's ever going to be a politician that we're happy with everything they do. There's always going to be something about one of them that you don't like, or something about their platform that you don't agree with. That's natural, right? You cannot find the perfect candidate. I mean, even if Jesus were to walk in and run for prime minister, I mean, we would find faults in his platform, right? So, no, folks, we have to put our heads together. We have to fight. We have to show that we're not going to be pushed around and we're not going to be walked over by these laws and rules that they're making to help them in the elections. C-76 must be stopped. It must be squashed. We have to make a campaign against this. And if anyone can make a prescription, a petition against C-76, I will not only sign it, I will pump it on most of my videos just to get the word out, and I'll pump it all over social media. I'll get you signatures, but the problem is I can't do the petition because nobody will sign it. I might get 50 signatures. So no, we need someone who's got a lot of subscribers who can do a petition, and basically, someone credible, and then we can all kind of send it around social media and get signatures on it. So that's the key right there, is having the right person to do the petition. But folks, we have to fight. We have to do this. We have to show force. We have to say, no, you're not doing that to me, okay? And if you look at everything that's going on, they're doing exactly to PBC what they did to Faith Goldie. And we know damn well she won that election. Like, I don't care what anyone says, and I'll never waver from that thought, but I know she won that election because she had a lot of support, okay? And John Tory fixed the election because he's with Rogers and Bell Media. Basically, he's a corporate man, okay? He has no right being mayor of Toronto, or mayor of fucking anywhere, even Timbuktu, or, bumblefuck Saskatchewan. He's got no right being mayor. He's got too many corporate interests and vested interests, and it just leaves the door open for so much corruption, and that's what's scary. But anyway, folks, I digress. Kind of. I want to get back to the elections, okay? Let's put our heads together. Let's get some suggestions going. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section, and let's see what we can do to change this. We need to change this now. There is no time, okay? And we have to do it in a creative way. We cannot launch a civil war or something like that over this. This is not Civil War material. But this is people starting to stand up, okay? Also, what I'm going to do is leave the phone number for the Burnaby, I believe it's the Burnaby MP's office, in regards to complaining about what happened to Laura Lynn Thompson with that whole climate change debate that she was held back from. Basically, that's wrong. Everyone should be heard, and it doesn't matter if you agree with their politics or not. I would rather see the Liberals banned and everyone else getting heard, okay? But they won't do that. So why are they doing it to Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson? Exactly. It's bias, okay? They don't, the mainstream media don't want Bernier in because he's going to slash corporate welfare. And the post office gets hundreds of millions in corporate welfare every year. Yet they've pretty much stopped delivery everywhere in Canada. It's all post box office. Like, it's all post boxes now on street corners and stuff. So it's not like, they're saving all that money on the letter carriers, then why do they need corporate welfare? They should be able to privatize. I just don't understand, So anyway, all these people that are getting corporate welfare are out to make sure that the PPC don't get in. So we're also fighting that, okay? But I want you, if you can, phone the Burnaby office and just say, look, this was wrong, and we're not okay with it. Simply because of this. Someone said, well, I'm in this province and my rep is this party, okay, why would he care? Well, put it to you this way. If he's not liberal, he should care. Or she should care. Because whatever they're doing to Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson, they can do to them too, okay? It's just a matter of you saying one wrong thing or doing one wrong thing in their eyes, and they will ban you. I've seen them do it with Faith Goldie outright, and very few Torontonians stuck up for her, okay? People on YouTube did, but very few Torontonians actually said, hey, this is wrong. We can't allow this. And that's now why they've got John Tory again for 4 more years, basically, almost 4. So please phone the number and give them help if you can. And I don't have long distance on my phone, so I can't. But I'm going to leave the number there for anyone in BC, or anyone, especially if you live in Burnaby or in the Lower Mainland. If you can phone that office and just tell them how wrong that is. That's an attack on the integrity of our election process, and we can't allow that. Okay, she needs to be heard too, and she has a right to be heard. I don't care what party she's with, and I don't care if what religion she is. If she talks common sense and has a good platform, and then she's okay, right? I don't care what someone's political or someone's religious beliefs are. That's not how I vote, okay? And we got to stop compartmentalizing all that kind of shit. If someone's good, then vote for them. Like, look how many people voted for Trump, yet he's probably one of the most hated people in America when he started running. Before then, he was fine. Everybody, loved Trump. Well, give me your money. As soon as he started running for president, he got attacked like crazy. And, they're doing the same thing here, just on a different level. So we need to fight it. We need to put our heads together and fight this. So anyway, big shout out to my subscribers. A shout out to my new subscribers. Thanks for joining. And my viewers, you guys make this channel possible. And I want to thank you all, and I hope you all have an awesome day. Bye.